All right, court is calling 2020 CR 7507 State versus Desiree Garza. Can I have parties announced?
Derek M. is from Ms. Garza.
And are you Ms. Garza?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Desiree Garza who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 7507 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams, on May 4th, 2021 for a period of 6 years? Is that you? All right, state.
Violated condition number 2, on or about the 22nd day of August 2025 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Desiree Garza, did then and there fail to submit to drug testing as directed by the court. Court officer, supervision officer, and or a duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
Sure. Violated condition number 2, on or about the 18th day of November 2025 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Desiree Garza, did then and there fail to submit to drug testing as directed by the court. Court officer, supervision officer, or a duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
Sure. Violated condition number 2, on or about the 9th day of December 2025 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Desiree Garza, did then and there fail to submit to drug testing as directed by the court. Court officer, supervision officer, and or duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
Sure. And finally, violated condition number 2, on or about the 30th day of January 2026 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Desiree Garza, did then and there fail to submit to drug testing as directed by the court. Court officer, supervision officer, and or a duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that?
Sure. State will waive the remaining allegations.
Any objection to the waivers?
No objections.
All right, and that's for number 2s. All right, did you understand by pleading true to violations 2, 2, 2, and 2, the court can find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true?
Yes.
Court will find 2, 2, 2, and 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge, the proposed agreement is to grant state's motion, enter an adjudication of guilt, revoke, and sentence to 4 years in the prison. The state will also take into consideration clause number 2026 PF 14573.
All right, did she do any inpatient treatment?
She did, Judge.
Okay. All right. So why is she not testing? This is her 3rd MTR. So can somebody explain to me?
There, right.
All right. If you want to explain, you'll have to raise your hand and I'll take you under oath. Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right. You can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Desiree Garza.
Ms. Garza, the judge asked you a question, why you were not submitting to the UAs. Could you answer the judge why you have not submitted to the UAs or why you missed them? What happened in your life, why that happened?
I was going through a lot at the time, and I knew I was dirty, and I'm not gonna lie. I knew I was dirty. I didn't need to.
So that still doesn't explain why you didn't report, because you have responsibilities. So you were just not following through on anything. And if you've been in inpatient treatment, they've talked to you about what you need to do in order to stay clean and sober. You just choose not to do that. So I don't know why I should give you 4 years and why it shouldn't be more. But does anybody have an answer for me?
Judge, I understand the court's position. She has been a safety. There's been some expense that the state has put out there for her rehab. Obviously, addiction is a difficult thing people deal with, and it's something she has dealt with. One of the recommendations in the probation officer's file was revocation, of course, as well as safety special needs. I guess that's a separate safety program from what she's done before. I've explained to her, Judge, that on a revocation, she's going to be repeated from here on out. She'll have a PDC trip. She's not over probation if she ever gets in trouble again. She just assured me that she has a daughter that's about to, that's in the military, is about to graduate this boot camp, I'm assuming. She wants to try and put this behind her. Obviously, her track record is not really showing that she's capable of doing that as of yet. We understand that, Judge. We're asking the court to consider even the 4 years TDC. There's a lot of bite to that because she will be a convicted felon now. She understands that. So she'll try and put this behind her as quick as she can and move forward in a positive direction.
And is this her first felony? And the reason why I asked that, because the plea bargain agreement, the state was silent on your application. And so the court gave you deferred adjudication. And at that time, they were asking that you be sentenced to 2 years in the prison.
Based on looking at the history, Judge, I do not see any felony convictions. I do see, however, there have been several arrests that have been held.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to grant the motion, find you guilty, revoke, sentence you to 5 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors, no residing in households with minors, therapeutic community, and I will give you credit for any successful inpatient treatment completion. All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? You have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you're on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question about what that is, you will need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
And also, you all are taking something in consideration, correct?
Yes, Judge, I emailed the intake.
All right. So, and also for the record, taking in consideration 2026 PF 14573. All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. If you don't change your life, you know what's going to end up happening? You're going to end up going back and forth to prison, or you may end up somebody identifying your body, because you never know what you're going to get when you're taking drugs.
Yes, ma'am.
When you're released from, take advantage of the therapeutic community. The therapeutic community doesn't increase the time you're in custody, but it's designed to help you. So what will end up happening, I've ordered it. They're going to see it on the judgment, but I don't have jurisdiction to force you into that program. So you're going to have to ask for it as well. When you're released from prison, the first thing you need to do, go to Lifetime Recovery, go to Felony Drug Court. And this is why I'm suggesting you go to Felony Drug Court. Felony Drug Court will have all the resources for you to get you in an inpatient treatment facility. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. I don't want to read about you on the news. Okay. All right. Good luck to you.
Maybe excuse Judge.
Yes. Who's next? Court is calling 2022 CR 3176 State versus Henry Lee Peterson. Can I have parties announced for the record
Bridget Garza for defense.
and for the state? And are you Mr. Peterson?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Henry Lee Peterson who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 3176 for the offense of driving while intoxicated third or more on April 13, 2023 for a term of 8 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Judge, we proceeding on violation condition number 2. This is completed on or about the 14th day of March, 2026. In Bear County, Texas, the defendant, Henry Lee Peterson, then and there consumed alcoholic beverages, namely beer, in violation condition number 2.
How do you plead to that?
Guilty.
True or not true? State.
And Judge will be waiving the remaining violations.
Any objections to the waivers?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison?
Okay.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Could I have the court summary, please? All right, this is what the court is going to do. And we had a conversation, both the defense and the state, and with probation off the record. And you said you wish to be continued as opposed to being sentenced. Is that correct? Are you asking for inpatient treatment?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The court is going to deny the motion alternate amend conditions to include inpatient treatment with state ISF. Probation, do they do drug or just cognitive?
Either one. So right now, either track judge.
So can't do both?
No.
All right, so we'll do cognitive. And then that's going to be followed by ISP, scram for full term. There should be no driving full term. And there's going to be 200 hours of community service restitution. And deduct 1 hour for every sober support meeting completed. Otherwise, you're doing the community service hours. Do you understand?
That's fine.
Probation, is there anything else? All right, you're going to remain in custody until
What you just saw is more than a courtroom proceeding. It's the final stage of repeated choices catching up with consequences. In the justice system, probation is not freedom without limits. It's a test of responsibility. And every missed test, every violation, every true admission adds another layer to the judge's decision. At first, it might look like paperwork, but in reality, it's a slow buildup toward one unavoidable outcome. The court doesn't just look at one mistake, it looks at a pattern. And when that pattern shows repeated failure to comply, the system shifts from warning to sentencing. What makes cases like this so powerful is the human side behind it. Struggles, excuses, and missed chances all collide with legal reality. And once the judge makes that final call, everything changes in seconds. Because in the end, the courtroom isn't just about guilt or innocence. It's about accountability, timing, and consequences that don't wait forever. And that's where this story leaves us. For now,